don't even know.
Put the meme soundboard down, Nathan. Don't make us confiscate your phone.
For reals. Just like we confiscated your fidgety toys.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
to do that
Fidget.
last time. Because bro would not stop fidgeting.
Guys, we got a special guest on the podcast today.
Woohoo!
Let us introduce Gabriel McCracken.
Yay!
Welcome, Gabe. Welcome
I'm
to the
so
podcast.
happy to be on the podcast.
Welcome.
I've been a long time fan, so.
What's
I'm
your
really glad.
favorite episode?
I like the second episode.
Oh,
It was
okay.
pretty fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, there are only 2 episodes
Oh.
out right now, so it was
Wow.
a toss up. Really, they're both great.
You're our
Yeah.
first.
What's
You're
your
our first
favorite part of
guest.
it?
I'm the first guest. Yeah, mark it down. Put it on like the trivia or the Wikipedia. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You want to do anything special since you're our first guest?
Anything? Do you want me to like get up and do a
I don't
jig?
know.
I don't know.
Every
I
guest
guess
has to do a jig.
yeah. Start dancing for you guys. No, I'm not gonna do anything special. But yeah. How's everyone's day been so far?
Dude, it's been good. It's been good.
Yeah.
All right.
You've been like going through it today.
Yeah, I kind of used today as just kind of like a mental day.
That's
Mhm.
valid. Dude, I've been struggling with like my stomach today. It's been bad.
How's your back?
Or it's fine.
Oh.
Still got kidney stones.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I went on this trip for AIGA. I actually, this is a segue. I promise this is a segue. You were talking about your stomach hurting, and on the trip I ended up throwing up. I went to this
Oh.
Korean restaurant. I forget what it was called. It was really tasty. It was, but then I got back in the car. And I don't know if it was because I was like really dehydrated or anything like that. I just had coffee, and apparently coffee dehydrates you. I don't know about that. But anyways, I got in the car and started driving like 20 minutes on the road. We were on the highway or whatever, driving from the Dallas-Fort Worth area to the hometown. Anyways, all of a sudden I was like, guys, I think it might be time for me. Time to pull over. I was like, really? And then they pulled over, and well, I let it loose. You know, I let the dogs out, so to say. Release the
released the
hounds.
beast.
Yeah.
I thought I might today.
And yeah, I felt really lightheaded after I got rid of all of the juices and solids inside of my body
Oh.
churning. But I got rid of all of that from my body, so I felt a lot better afterwards. Just lightheaded, and then the rest of the ride home, I was just focusing on breathing because I was like, every time I breathed, then it was like, oh, you know what I mean?
Oh, tell me about it.
Oh yes.
Oh, Tate
Tate
knows
knows.
firsthand.
Tate knows.
I'm an avid puker.
Avid puker. Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you
Besides-
heard about that?
I don't think so. You puked a lot. And
Yeah. I guess it stopped. Well, it never really stopped. It just slowly has died down. But I would like always throw up. Like we go to Whataburger and I would eat something and I'd be like, too much food or something. I don't know what caused it. And I would just puke.
Yeah.
And I'd come back and be like, that was all right.
I've started to notice that my stomach ability, you know, that my ability to eat food has slowly dwindled. I don't know if
Right.
that's because I'm getting older or whatever.
You're not a growing boy
I'm,
anymore.
I mean, I'm not a growing boy. Yeah, my stomach can't handle all the garbage
The
that I used to
stagnant
shovel into my
stomach.
mouth. You know, it used to be like, I used to treat every food experience like it was a race. You know what I mean? I had to eat it as fast as
Ooh.
possible. And
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I do
it
that
was
too.
yes, yes, it was awesome. But nowadays, if I eat too much or eat too fast, I might eat too much, and it'll end up bad. I think that's what happened with me at
On
that
your trip?
Korean restaurant. Yeah, and then recently, like a week before that, I also threw up because I had like food poisoning. That one was a lot worse because, I mean, I was out of school for like. I mean, I was actually
Oh,
out of
yeah.
school for only one day, but I was out of commission for 3 days.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it
Jeez.
happened on the weekend, but man, that was a terrible experience. I couldn't drink water. I couldn't eat food. It was awful.
Yeah,
but-
you just get like super dehydrated because you throw up all the liquid in your body.
yes, I threw
after a
up all the
while.
liquid, and then I couldn't drink anything because it would come straight back.
Yeah.
up. So it was
Gotta
like
take little sips.
recipe for disease. You know, like people that have rabies. You know, people can get rabies. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, people can get it.
And that like I don't think that there's a way you can come back from it. I might be wrong about that, but if
Really?
you get rabies, like you can't drink water anymore and you just die. Like
Wow.
there are people that have been recorded of having rabies.
I thought they have a cure for rabies or whatever.
Well, I don't know. I don't
No?
know. I
Let's look
could be
this
wrong.
up.
You know what? Look it
I'm
up.
gonna
I
look
might be
this up.
totally wrong.
Because
I
there was
thought
that
I
whole
heard.
episode at The Office where like they think Meredith
yeah.
got rabies, and then they're like, "We're gonna have a fun run to raise money for the
Yeah.
cure for rabies," and then they're like, "It's already cured" or whatever.
I don't know. I might be totally wrong. I might be totally capping. I could be spreading misinformation. I mean, I do that for fun, but
Oh wait,
You
no,
wanna
it
spread
says right
misinformation.
here. But then again, this is the internet. Not everything
Yeah.
on the internet
Yeah.
is true.
yeah.
It says, once a rabies infection is established, there's no effective treatment. Though a small number of people have survived rabies, the disease actually usually causes death. For that reason, if you think you've been exposed to rabies, you must get a series of shots to prevent the infection from taking hold. So I
Yeah.
guess like initially you like if you know you've got symptoms and stuff, you
Yeah.
could, like go take care of it.
You
But
can
like,
catch it beforehand.
Yeah.
but I think
Yeah.
like once it's got you, it's like
Yeah.
Once it's
You're
got you,
dead.
got you. Yep.
So all you listeners out there, if you got symptoms of rabies, go get yourself checked out.
go get some
If
shots.
you got rabies, bad luck, man.
Yeah. Tough news.
Tough
yeah.
crowd.
Tough break.
But besides you throwing up, it was a good trip.
Yeah, it was a pretty good trip. I visited 2 different graphic design companies. That was like the main reason. I didn't go on the trip just to eat Korean food and throw up. But I went and it was pretty fun. I visited 2 different graphic design firms and yeah, it was really cool. The first one was very in-house. You know, like they did photography in-house and videography in-house and just like all this stuff. They did all their stuff in the actual place, and it was a lot larger. Like the outside, you wouldn't expect it to be as big as it was, but they had this huge green screen room. I remember in particular that I don't even know how many square feet it was, but it was floor, walls, completely green. It was awesome. Of course, I'm not gonna worry about all that. I'm more of like a designer rather than like a videographer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't really handle all that stuff. I'm not smart enough. So
You do the still images.
yeah, I can do the still images. I can do photography.
Someone else can
but
move them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
So
I'm
yeah,
saying.
it was pretty great.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're doing that next year. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying graphic design so far?
I mean, I like it. Besides the fact that I haven't done any graphic design.
Oh yeah.
Just
Besides,
regular design.
well, I mean, I guess like
Basic drawing 2D.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's all I've got right now.
Mm.
Those are like the intro classes.
Mhm.
I like basic drawing. I just don't like 2D that much. I like
I was exactly the same way.
like I love basic drawing.
So-
who did you have for basic drawing?
For basic drawing,
Professor
so
2D.
there's this one. It was actually her first year, and she's already on sabbatical. So I don't know.
On
Yeah, it was her
sabbatical.
first year. She's on sabbatical now, but her name's Holly Brown, and she was super cool for basic drawing. I drew this picture, this charcoal picture of this giant horse skull. It was awesome. I felt really proud.
Oh,
of
yeah, I
it.
Oh
remember
yeah,
you
I saw
posting
that.
Yeah. So that's what I did in basic drawing. It was really fun. I don't know what you're working on in basic drawing right now, but
We just got done with drapery.
that's
Drake?
like is that the keystone?
We did the keystone, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Make sure it's
Yeah.
good. Whenever I
They're
was in
pretty
basic drawing, I didn't complete the keystone, and like obviously you're supposed to do it like looking at sorry, I'm getting distracted. You're supposed to look at something and then draw it from your sight, but I didn't do that, and I just turned it in incomplete, and I still got like a 97 on it or something like that. Like Holly was super lenient with how she graded, but
That's how Broderick is right now.
Broderick.
He's super
Roderick,
cool.
yeah,
Cool.
dude. Whenever you get to 3D design, bro, he changes, man. He becomes
Really?
a different person. I mean, I don't know, not like a different person as in like he's all of a sudden he's evil or whatever. But
Evil Broderick comes
but
out.
he like he's very harsh, I guess. I mean, I didn't get like I got a 72 on my plaster project, which I spent quite a long time on. So Yeah, I don't know. He's a nice guy. Okay, he's a
Yeah.
nice guy.
He's a good guy.
He's got a
good
great
guy.
voice. You know what I mean? Like
It's really
I hear
calming.
that voice and it's like, man, he could definitely voice act for someone. I don't even know. Yeah.
Someone.
So yeah,
Bro, I can't even see the responses. That's crazy.
What?
but yeah, 2D design I definitely did not. I did not like. I did not do well. I did not apply myself, and I didn't care.
Me neither.
So-
I really don't.
And
I
I'm
really,
already.
to be
I'm
honest.
still made it. I'm
You
still
made
here.
it.
I'm sophomore year.
Okay, that gives me hope because I mean, like, you know, I'm kind of like not. I guess going down the same route where it's like I really just don't want to do it and care for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm still catching up on the work because I haven't been doing the work because I just don't want to do it, which is
Uh-huh.
bad. But I'm catching up on the work. I like turned in all the stuff that I was missing.
Oh, nice.
I
Yeah.
was different in that I didn't catch up on the work and I just turned it in incomplete. So I guess
Hey, that'll
you're,
be
you're
you next
actually better
semester.
than I was back then. So I still had a bit of senioritis carrying over into my freshman year, which is
That's-
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was feeling
not
too.
ideal.
Oh, yeah.
yes. So you're still doing better. Like whenever I went into 3D design my spring semester, I think I skipped maybe 4 times in a row one time.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
like,
my
and that's
gosh.
a 3-hour long class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so
Yeah.
I didn't have to go for 2 straight weeks. I mean, I did have to go for 2. I didn't go for 2 straight weeks.
So you missed
12 hours.
12 hours of instruction.
Yes, I did, and that was all like in class working.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I
All
don't
you
know.
listeners, don't do
I like
that.
the on-hand stuff because I like
Go to your
cutting
classes.
wood and sanding it. You know what I mean? That was really fun. But
Oh, yeah.
whenever it came to slowly filing away at this plaster,
That
and if you,
sounds terrible.
yeah,
That sounds so.
you got that to look forward to. Yeah, but anyways, it wasn't too bad, I suppose. It had its ups and downs, but yeah, it was pretty fun.
Nice.
Anyways, sorry, that was like a long tangent talking.
No,
about
that was
No,
good.
that's alright.
design,
I liked
yeah.
it.
It's your episode.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
it's
you,
my
man. This is
episode.
you.
Yes.
Welcome to the
Welcome to the
podcast.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
me.
Say the line, Gabe.
What's the line?
Roll the intro.
Roll the intro.
Did our intro roll right now.
Intro
Wait,
roll.
that was the.
That's the
opener?
opener.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
that
thought
was the
I thought the
opener.
Brawlhalla. What?
No.
No.
Oh.
We never said roll the intro.
Yeah,
so.
we gotta say roll the intro.
Well, welcome back to the podcast,
Welcome
ladies
back.
and
Welcome back,
gentlemen.
fellas.
That was
This
bit
is a
of
very
trick.
special episode.
As we've
been-
already said, we have Gabriel McCracken here with us.
He's been talking.
I've
We've been
talking.
talking.
You've been listening.
They've gotten a good read of what my voice sounds like. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple stuff we want to talk about with him. Hey, we want to like let the conversation flow, but also get some of the
Yeah.
special Gabe that Gabe
Get our
brings
Gabe
in
moments.
there.
in.
You know,
Get our
Yeah.
Gabe in.
Yeah.
The Gabe moment. Get your Gabe in, guys. Come on.
who up with the Gabe?
Oh boy. So what do we want to start with the scary story that I have? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not really a very well prepared. 'Cause
Also, yeah, this is technically our Halloween episode.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween,
everybody.
Halloween will either be when this episode releases or the day after.
Yeah, I was talking to someone like, so you're just gonna do 2 spooky episodes because we already had the scary
Yeah.
story episode, but we're like, yeah,
Well, I
That's
mean, with
alright.
this one, we don't have to like
No,
a
no,
focal
no.
point
Yeah.
to be.
it's
you
just
know.
we're bringing in
spooky,
Gabe
scary.
because he's scary, and that's for
apparently-
Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna try and like tell my scary
Yeah.
stories.
When I think of Gabe, I
style.
think of scary story.
When I
So-
think of Gabe, I think of evil Gabe.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, evil
Mm.
Gabe, scary.
Maybe he'll
Jump
make an
scare.
appearance.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep him unwrapped.
Yeah.
I don't know. Once he comes out, it's hard to put him back in the cage. So.
Yeah.
All right. So let's hear this story then.
All right.
All right, wait. Is there like mood lighting?
Oh,
Mood lighting. So this is the thing. I just want to like. Get
it's on
this
or off.
clear.
I think those are the only options.
On or off, guys. On or off.
They're
Okay.
on.
Well, let me
Alright.
get a.
Gabe's
Alright,
getting
Yes.
his
there you go. I
flashlight
got
out.
my flashlight, which is just my phone. So, let's say this
Go
is I'm getting a phone call right now. Sorry. It's terrible
was it?
timing. It was.
Was it your roommate?
Are you able to bleep out numbers? It was 845-710-8030.
Yeah, I could bleep out that.
I mean, it's probably a spam caller, so I'm not. Call them as much as you want, audience. I don't care. You're probably gonna have to bleep that out. Anyways, so basically this story, it's let's picture this like you are going on a hunting trip with your grandpa, okay?
Okay.
It's just you and your grandpa. You're going on a hunting trip, and the first day, you go out, you stay out for, hunting, you stay out there for what, like 8-9 hours. You stay out just watching for any deer. You cover like each side, keeping your eye out, and the entire day you don't see any deer.
No.
You're like really bummed out. It's a 2-day trip, so you're like, okay, it's okay, Gramps, don't cry. We're gonna catch another one next day, tomorrow. So the next day comes. You wake up bright and early, at like 6 o'clock. You walk like 2 miles to the place. You set up, and then keep an eye out. And quite a few hours pass. It's starting to get dark once again. So you're like, well, shoot, Gramps, I'm sorry. Okay, well, let's head back to the cabin. So you go back to the trail, walk back to the cabin, and your grandpa's like, man, I'm not feeling so well, son. Or I guess, what do you call I'm not feeling so good, grandson. There we go. So anyways, you're like, okay, here, let's take you to your bed. You take him to his room. You tuck him in. He's got a fever, so you're like, okay, it's okay, Gramps. Here's some medicine. You're well prepared. So you bring out the medicine, you give it to him, and you're like, okay, here you go. So now you leave, and now you're like, okay, well, I don't want to leave this camping trip without catching anything. So you decide, okay, I'm going to go out and hunt. I'm gonna go out and hunt for a deer on my own, and I know it's fun, but it's fine. I have my gun with me. I know the way back, and I have my headlamp for me. Fortunately, you forgot to charge your headlamp, so it's kind of low on power. But you're like, okay, it's fine. I won't be out too long. I just really want to find this deer. And in the darkness, when I was shining my headlamp out into the lights, the eyes will glow. So I'm going to be able to see them and shoot them. It'll be really great. You head down the trail. You don't go as far. You probably go like halfway through the trail. You set up and you start aiming, just like off into the distance. You wait there for maybe 1-2 hours. And you're like, well, I don't see anything. I'm really sad. So you like pack up, you get ready to go. You start walking down the trail. Then all of a sudden, you hear rustling to your right. So you turn to your right off into the trail, and you see 2 beady eyes staring at you from the distance. You reckon it's probably like maybe 50 yards away. You're like, that's pretty far away, but I think I can hit it. You pull out your gun, you get the scope, you look through it, and you aim right in between the eyes, right here. Sorry, audio listeners, and you're not going to be able to tell that. I just pointed it in between my eyes. Anyways, you aim right in between the eyes, yes. And you steady your breathing, and then you fire. All of a sudden, the eyes disappear. Like, okay, well, let's go see it. So you walk out to where you think the eyes were, about 50 yards off the trail, and you see a trail of blood. So you start following the trail of blood. And you're like, man, this thing really ran quite a ways. You walk about, I don't know, maybe 30 more yards following the trail of blood. And this is 30 yards away from the trail. And you get to the end of the trail, all of a sudden the trail of blood completely stops. Then there's no sign of where the animal went. Like, okay, well, what the heck? Where's the animal? And you like look around for signs of disturbance in the foliage around where the trail ended, and you don't see anything. You're like, okay, well, shoot, that sucks. So you head back, follow the trail of blood back to back to where you initially shot the beast, and then you head back over to the trail and continue walking. And it's not long before that you're walking that you hear rustling to your right again. Now this time you look out, you hear rustling out in front of you, and you're like, okay, well, it's probably something. So you decide to go off the trail and investigate. You go off about 10, 20 yards, and all of a sudden your headlamp shuts off. Now all of a sudden you hear rustling to your right, and you hear rustling to your left. And you hear rustling straight in front of you. And it's getting closer and closer. And now it's about 10 yards away. Then it's 5 yards away. And then your headlamp comes back on. But there's nothing there. So you're like, your heartbeat starts to race a little bit. You're like, well, that's kind of scary. You pull out your gun. This time you're like more on edge. And you head back to the trail. As you're heading back to the trail, you feel a drip running down your back, and you look up into the tree. You notice that there's a stream of blood running down the tree, and you follow your eye line. You follow it back up into the tree, the branches. Yes, and in the branches you see half of a fox. And that half is the back half, I believe, if I recall. So you're like, okay, well, that's freaky. How to get up there, you know? And then your headlamp shuts off again. Then you hear rustling to your right. And then you hear rustling to your left. And this time you hear rustling behind you. So you quickly spin around. It's about 5 yards away, 3 yards away. And then your headlamp shuts back on, and there's nothing there. You turn back around, look into the tree, and the half of the fox body is gone from the tree. The stream of blood is still there. But anyways, you're like, okay, well, that's kind of freaky. So you head back to the trail. It's only 10 yards away. So you head back to the trail, you continue walking, and then you hear rustling once again to your right. And you're like, okay, well... you like pull out your gun and get the scope ready, aim it out into the wilderness, and then you walk out into the off the trail into the wilderness, trying to find what is the disturbance. Why is this keep on happening? I don't see anything, but I keep on hearing rustling to my right, and unfortunately, once again, your headlamp shuts back off. Then you hear rustling once again to your right. Then you hear rustling to your left. And then you hear rustling straight in front of you. And it's getting closer and closer. 5 yards away, 3 yards away, 2 yards away, 1 yard away. It's right in front of you. And then your headlamp shuts right back on, and there's nothing there. Then you head back to the trail. You turn around and like speed walk back to the trail. Whenever you get to the trail, in front of you is the back half of the fox. You're like, okay, what's going on here? So you're like, okay, I'm gonna completely ignore. I'm done. No more adventuring off the trail. I gotta stay. And just walk back to the cabin. So you continue walking back to the cabin. But as you walk, you still all of a sudden like more rustling to your right, but you ignore it. You keep on going. You don't go and investigate. All of a sudden you notice a stream of blood in front of you on the trail. And it's going along the path of the trail. So you're like, okay, well, I'm still gonna head back to the cabin. So you follow the stream of blood. And you walk there, and you keep on. The stream of blood is getting heavier and heavier. And then whenever you get there, you notice that you're only about 50 yards away from your cabin. You notice that the stream of blood is going straight to the door. So you follow the stream of blood, and you open up the door. You get to the door of the cabin, you open up the door. The stream of blood trails straight into your grandpa's bedroom. And you open up the door, and there's no one there. Your grandpa's not there. But then your headlamp shuts back off, and all of the lights in the house and the cabin shut off. It's completely pitch black. And then you hear the floorboards creak once to your right, and then you hear the floorboards creak once to your left, and then you hear the floorboards creak just in front of you. And it gets closer. Now it's 5 yards, closer, 3 yards, even closer, 2 yards, 1 yard. It's right in front of you. Your headlamp shuts back on. And in front of you is half of your grandpa. The end. All right.
Gabe, I liked that
Great
story. But
Yeah.
I kept getting distracted because Nathan
What?
kept moving around, kept with his hands in front of the mic.
I'm sorry.
Setting
Yeah.
ambiance.
So,
But it was a good story.
the initial story, I'm actually...
I've heard a lot of variations of this story.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I've told it multiple times. I always change it up a little bit every time I tell it because I always forget how it goes. But anyways, yes, that was the story. Initially, so the original story, whenever I told it, you're supposed to tell it in the pitch black with the flashlight
Yeah.
underneath your face. You're supposed to shut off the flashlight every time your headlamp goes off. So listeners, if you want to go back, rewind, listen to the story, and then flip your light switch off and on, and to get the full
get like
immersion.
someone else to do that for you.
Yeah, or get someone else in the room with you, just watching you listen to the podcast.
And then you give them a little point when the lights turn off.
And then
Yeah.
they can reenact it and be the grandpa.
Yeah, I have the grandpa.
Which
Yeah.
half of the grandpa was there?
Oh, it was the back half.
The back half?
Yeah, it was his
Oh,
butt.
okay. His
Mhm.
butt?
Still clothed, don't worry about
Oh.
it. Yeah, no,
Love
you're
me some
supposed to
naked
tell him the
grandpa.
pitch black, and then right at the
Thank you,
very
Grandma.
end, you're supposed to turn your flashlight back on and be right up in the face of one of the people.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Mm,
but unfortunately,
remember
I can't really tell it because we're not in the pitch black. So.
Yeah.
Speaking of pitch black, what's y'all's views on racism?
Oh boy. You know, I really hate racism personally. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Thank you for the applause. Yes, I'm not a fan personally.
Now, me,
All right.
I agree with Gabe.
Uh,
Racism is not good.
Yeah,
amen.
everyone should be, I guess, treated equal.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not, I mean, not I
Well-
guess treated equal. People should be treated equal. Sorry, that sounded really.
No, that was
No,
that was a
you
great way to
shouldn't
phrase it. I
treat
guess
people-
people should be treated equal.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I
No,
guess
you
not-
shouldn't
people
treat
are all
people the
equal,
same,
but-
but you shouldn't treat them differently
saying,
because
Juan?
of their race.
I'm saying that everybody's got their own.
Juju.
Everybody's got their own thing, you know. It's like, so not everybody is equal. I can say that,
Can I have
but
No,
I
we
don't
gotta
think
keep
people
them
should
away
be
from
treated
Nathan.
Oh.
poorly because of their differences. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Gabe, we got a question for you.
Okay.
Or we got a topic.
Here we
I'm
go.
I'm throwing this up here.
You're throwing
Throwing it
this
up in the
without
air.
We
us
gotta-
knowing?
Yeah, we got a question
Dang.
from a certain pretzel mang
Oh shoot.
about poetry.
Oh.
What's your poetic views of the world, Gabe?
poetic views of the world?
Dang, that's deep.
Poetic views.
Do you have a
of the world.
favorite
What
poet?
question?
Poem?
How do you even know it?
I wouldn't say I have a favorite poet. So there's this one poem from this movie Interstellar. Do not go into that dark night or something like that. I don't even
The Dark
know
Knight.
how it goes. Yeah, the Dark Knight Rises, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, my poetic views of the world. Wow. I mean, truthfully, I treat every day like every day is a new day. You know what I mean? Even if I have like a bad day, I can still kind of like push through it and have a great day next time. You know what I mean? I've always been a super upbeat, positive person. Well, no, I can't say always. I am now a very upbeat and positive person. You know, back in the day, I used to be kind of a pessimist, and that was also whenever I was an introvert. Now I'm more of an extrovert, and frankly, it's kind of scary. So, what is this?
Nathan's pulled up some meme on his phone.
Read it, Gabe.
Hold on, let me read it out. Do you know how to drive? No, but I know kindness. I know friendship. I know love. I know how to see the world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wildflower. I know how to hold infinity in the palm of my hand and eternity in an hour. That was great.
Okay, I just
Do
had
you
that.
know how to drive?
Do you know how to drive?
Do you know how to drive? I know how to play Brawlhalla. No. Start talking about that.
Has
now.
Brawlhalla or has poetry influenced your view of Brawlhalla?
I really don't like Brawlhalla anymore. I wouldn't say.
What drove you away from Brawlhalla?
Truth is, like, I just stopped playing it because, like,
Got too busy?
I got too busy. Yeah, I haven't played
Yeah.
video games in like a few weeks.
Yeah.
So real.
Yeah, surreal.
Surreal.
But no, I like playing Brawlhalla whenever I'm not losing. But whenever I lose, it's like, man, that guy wasn't better than me. I'm just rusty, and it really, it honestly takes me like 3 full days. Obviously, you play until you hit a wall, because there's like this wall that you hit where you can't get better anymore. Right? That you have to like sleep, and then whenever you sleep, that wall is a little bit further, and you got to hit that wall and keep on hitting that wall. You know, I guess that's my poetic thing, is like keep on striving to hit that wall. You know what I mean? That makes sense.
Reach your limit for the day and then go
Should you
farther
not
the
want
next
to like
day.
go past the wall though? Sorry.
No, your goal is to hit the wall, and then basically the next day the wall is going to be a little bit further. But obviously you want to push past the wall, but it's hard. It's
I mean, yeah,
it's really hard to push past the wall, like especially whenever you're doing like tennis. I played tennis back in the day, and I would hit this point where I could no longer play well, and it would just get worse and worse. Like, it felt like I was getting worse in that day. The truth was, I just hit the wall. You know what I mean? And there's nothing to feel bad. You just have to take a rest day, acknowledge that you hit the wall, and just kind of rest.
Like, Chris worked out
reset
recently, like, for 4 straight days, just like for 2 hours each day, just going crazy.
Yeah.
Like deadlifting a bunch. And then he just needed like 2 or 3 days of like not doing anything.
Yeah.
Just because he hit the wall. And he was dead, as these two can attest.
Yeah, like physical things, yes. The wall is something that you have to take note of. Like, there's this one video of this lady, she's running a marathon, I guess, and she definitely hit the wall of her energy. You know, she had the will and the want to continue pushing forward, but you know, she couldn't anymore. She had to like crawl to the finish line. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that we have to acknowledge, and we have to take into account whenever we're pushing ourselves, because we do not want to push ourselves too far. You know what I mean? That's not healthy. Whether it's for your brain or for your body. You know what I mean? But obviously, like, it feels good to, I guess, push past your limits, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
To a certain extent.
Yeah. All in all, we're just another brick in the wall.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's
Bars.
quotable. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me of,
Pink
like.
Floyd sung that.
There's this
Pink
episode
Floyd?
of.
I think.
There's this episode of Adventure Time, where Jake the dog spends an entire time as a brick in a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good episode.
That is a great episode. It's like, it's so weird from the other episodes. I don't know if Jake is having an existential crisis or whatever.
Probably.
But he's like, man, I gotta check out these freaking these ducks and all that are getting attacked by some rabbits or something. I don't even remember what happens.
He just wanted to be a brick in a shack.
Yes.
Just falling down.
Yeah, it's kind
That's
of
a vibe.
weird. And then he gets out of the shack, and the shack destroys. So pretty far.
Is he the load-bearing brick?
He was the load-bearing brick, bro.
Sometimes, audio listeners, you're bearing your own shack upon yourself, and you can get other people to help bear that load.
Yes, bro.
Boom.
We getting too deep on this.
Bear
Juan,
that load.
tell us your mailroom story.
Oh,
Yes,
my
let's hear
goodness.
about
Mailroom.
that.
Yeah.
Guys, it's dumb.
Okay.
So I ordered a phone case, from Amazon the other
Heyo.
day, and I got it. Like they were like, "Oh, it's gonna be here, on Monday." And I was like, "Okay, cool," And I got it delivered to my box at on campus.
Mhm.
And so it was like about an hour ago. I went to go. No, yeah, about an hour ago. I went to go see if it was because it said they got delivered. The Amazon thing. It was like, oh, it got delivered. So I get there, and I'm like, hey, can I get my package? And they're like, oh, well, we have to go through this whole process of stuff with it, and then put it in your box. It's like, but I'm here.
And you
So
got
I
the
was-
email,
so I
right?
was
They
just
sent
like-
out the email.
So I was just like, okay,
No,
yeah.
you got the email from Amazon, not
But-
the mailroom.
The mailroom had
Oh.
to send out the email that it was ready.
Yeah.
But so then I leave, right? And I guess 10 minutes later, because now I was in here at this
Yeah.
point. 10 minutes later, they send the email that
No
it was
shot.
there. And I was just like, dude,
That is so.
that's frustrating.
inconvenient.
Because it's I was just there. Why am I gonna?
That's why they did it first, because they're like, this guy just left. We got to do it.
Yeah, maybe they're
yeah.
maybe they were just pranking you. You know what I mean? Like, ha! You know what I mean?
That's
Mhm.
not a
That
funny
sucks.
prank.
Make
Yeah.
your
It's frustrating.
awkward day
That
more,
is really frustrating. I'm
more
sorry.
weird.
But yeah, that's it.
That was your mailroom
That was
story?
it.
my mailroom.
Pretty
story.
good.
I got an email a while ago that I had something to pick up in the mailroom, and I don't know where the mailroom is. I still haven't checked it, so.
It's by the
Police.
police station, across
Yeah.
the street from or it's
Do
off
you
of,
need to go after this?
It's
I
off
mean,
of
I don't
Juan.
need to do anything. I could just let it sit there and marinate.
Let it rot.
Do you know what it is?
I have no clue.
What
I
if
have
someone
no
sent
clue.
you a surprise gift?
Well, who would first of all, who would send me a surprise gift in the ACU mailbox?
You
who
don't
would do that?
know.
I don't even know what my ACU PO box is. So I don't. Maybe it's fan mail. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not though.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was from that one viewer from your Brawlhalla stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, when are you gonna
Send
start
you fan
streaming
mail.
again? Oh my gosh.
Maybe we'll start sending you mail.
Can I
That'd
send
be
you
really
mail,
fun.
Gabe? Give me your address.
Give me your address. It's 7.
No, you can't say that.
Oh, you can bleep it out. It's fine.
No, you can say that.
Yeah, maybe I won't leave it out, Gabe.
Oh no! You can leave the first. How about leave in the first digit?
7.
There
Guys,
we
it
go.
was the 7.
Mhm.
Mark my words. I'm gonna be there, Gabe.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a call, listeners. My phone number is 325-513. Never mind. I'm not gonna even. I don't wanna.
You don't want to risk it?
Well, I don't wanna. You're gonna get too I don't wanna say you're gonna get lazy, but who's to say that you're I'm not. I don't care. And then you you leave in the numbers.
That's true.
That'd be really funny.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be a
Interesting.
really great time. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, actually. I
Nah,
disagree.
you'd probably be upset about that, I'd assume.
I already get a bunch of spam phone numbers. I only ever answer the phone number if it's someone that I know and I know they're gonna call me, or if it's a spam caller and there's someone around that I want to. There's someone around that I want to listen to my spam call because I like messing with the spam callers. You know, those guys are
Yeah.
scumbags. I hate them.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll just go, huh? I'm like, what?
Your dad hates them, right, Nate?
Yeah. Well, not like scam callers.
I got a scam caller
Telemarketers?
and they hung
Yeah.
up on me.
Yeah.
They didn't even let me hang up on them. How dare they?
They took the fun away.
Yeah.
They're like,
I always
"Hello?
I always
This is a
mock their
scam."
like
Have you
their
seen that,
voice.
like-
And that's how
Oh, yeah?
I'll talk to them.
Uh-huh.
Like, hello, how are you doing today? I'm like, hey, you got the wrong number. They're like, no, I'm here to talk to you about your car's warranty. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you've got the wrong number. And then they'll continue talking to me. And I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
Have you seen that video of this mom who gets one? She puts it on the table. She just like, all right, hold on. Just puts the phone on the table and then puts like a metal bowl over it and just whacks it with a metal stick. It's just like bang, 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 bang.
That's amazing.
I gotta remember that.
It's so funny.
I've told you guys my story of how I got scammed out of $212, right, at Subway.
No.
Yes,
Wait,
I remember
so.
this.
I'll tell it because it's a funny story. So
It
I
is.
was working the night shift at Subway. I was alone.
The night
all day.
shift.
Yeah, the night shift. Add the bruh sound effect in there.
Bruh.
Yeah. Anyways, I was working the night shift. It was like 9 o'clock. I remember it was 9 o'clock because it was an hour from closing, and that's very important. That it's not, the store is not closed yet. So I get a call from this dude. And normally, like, you know, there's the stereotype, like, oh yeah, Indian scam callers that have a really thick accent, so that way you can't really tell what they're saying, and they confuse you, so that way they get you to get into their computer and all that. Well, that's like the stereotype, you know what I mean? So this was not that at all. So initially I was like, okay, this is not I don't think that this is a scam caller. But anyways, his initial pitch was, oh yeah, we're basically we're investigating Subway, the Subway that you're working at. We're investigating it, and we're trying to determine if it's like, you know, if it should be, the person should be arrested or whatever. So that was the thing. They were like, don't call your manager because she's under investigation too. And I was like, okay, well, I guess. So anyways, they were like, hey, so here's what you need to do. You need to take out the all the money in the cash register. You need to take it to Walmart. You need to buy a gift card.
Yeah, please tell me you actually didn't do this.
Hold on, I'm getting.
The store's not over, Juan.
You have to buy a gift card from Walmart and put the money onto the card.
Onto a Walmart gift card?
Onto the Walmart gift card.
Okay.
And so there, I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna drive to the Walmart. And they were like, well, just close the door, lock the doors, and then take it, just go. You know what I mean? So, I get the $212. I get the $212 out of the
Gabe.
thing. Hold on, I'm getting to it. I get the $212. I take it out, and then I ask him, like, hey, how do you even, like, what would you do if I didn't have a car? And he's like, oh yeah, well, we knew you had a car, so we would if you didn't have a car, we'd send someone over. And then I was like, stupid me. I was like, okay. So I was like, all right. And they started asking me, like, yeah, so what are you doing? And I was told them, like, yeah, I just graduated high school. I'm going to go to college next year.
Wait, did they call you on, like, the work phone?
They called me on their work phone, and then they're like,
Okay.
transfer the call over to your personal phone. And I was like, okay.
Gabe, that is so sketchy.
Oh my God.
Why did you do that?
I know.
Goofy.
I'm a bit of an idiot.
Nah.
Continue with the story.
Anyways, so I drive over to the local Walmart that's on Ambler.
Mm-hmm.
And I buy the gift card. And it's like, send a picture of the front and the back of the gift card.
Those goofy numbers on the back.
Yeah. So, I'm silly enough. I finished doing that, and then I sent him a picture of the front and the back of the gift card.
Oh my God.
And then you drove back to work. It closed?
Well, that's the thing, is I actually left before the store was supposed to close. That's the worst part about it. The store was still open while I was gone.
So did you go back to the Subway?
Oh, I went back and finished my shift.
Were you still on the clock when that happened?
Yeah.
So I guess, how did you figure out it was a scam? And what was your manager?
My manager was like, yeah, that was a scam caller. Don't ever lose money like that again. So I had to $212. I had to pay $212 out of my next 2 paychecks.
Oh my gosh.
It was,
Gabe,
I felt like such an, I feel like I kept that secret for like years, or not years. I guess a year and a half. I kept it for a while.
Yeah.
When did I tell you?
I don't
that
remember.
happened?
But I remember
so
when you told
funny.
me, you were like, I haven't told anyone this before.
Yes. I kept it a secret. I kept it a secret from my sister too.
Oh.
'Cause she, my sister used to work at Subway. If she found out that I lost $212.
No shot.
Yeah.
Now everyone's gonna know, Gabe.
Now everyone knows. Yeah. Well, only the people that watch this. So
Yeah.
if anyone,
Yeah.
if any of my future employers are watching this episode of the podcast, I just want to let you know I'm very much smarter than that now, and I will
I
never
believe
fall
it.
He
for
won't lose
Yeah.
that much money.
I'm not gonna lose that much money from them calling. Also, I don't even know how they'd scam. I'm not gonna work at fast food anytime soon. Like I'm out to greener pastures. You know what I mean? Hopefully. I mean,
Amen.
God forbid I work at Subway again. I do not. I want to work at
Yeah.
Subway again. That doesn't sound like a fun activity.
That's such
Yeah.
a clever scam, I guess.
I know.
It's not a clever scam.
It's
I
so
felt
not.
there's so
I mean,
many,
so
there's
not
so many
clever.
red flags. That's the
there
worst
were,
part
but,
about
like,
it.
There's a red like
Yeah,
Starting
don't-
off,
from the
it sounds
start.
good.
No, it does not. It sounds
like-
sketch
It's
from the
saying
start.
like, oh yeah, don't
call your manager.
Don't call your manager because
Why would I
Under
not call my
investigation.
What I
wouldn't
thought
fall
I
for
was
that.
confused because I thought it was like some random caller in like another
Oh yeah, so
country or
they
like state or
they
something.
said that they were like Subway Corporation. I looked up their number, and it said that it was Subway Corporation, but it was a
What?
fake thing. There were like a bunch of. It was. I should have seen like the star ratings and checked like the reviews of their website or whatever because it was like 1 point something stars or something like that,
Oh.
or maybe it was like 2 point something. It was not good. That should have also been another red flag.
Wait, so like,
That-
as they were calling you, you looked up their number?
Yeah,
to see
he
if it was
gave me
something.
his number. He's like, you can look us up. Yeah, check it out. Subway Corporation. He sounded so confident on the phone,
Oh,
so I was like,
man.
okay, I'll look
That's
you
where he
up.
got you.
Uh-huh.
The fact that he sounded so confident. I think
Yeah,
that's what it was.
confidence is key.
You
I
can
think,
trick
but-
Gabe with anything if you're confident enough.
Yes, yeah, I'm a sheep. I can be corralled wherever you want me to if you have the means. You know what I mean?
You gotta become a lion.
Like
Gabe.
put a leash over my.
You
my
become the
body
scammer.
and, you know,
What?
start tugging me
Yeah.
along.
What?
What is
I
he
don't know what I'm
going
saying.
on?
Where's
I had speaking since like the Halloween episode, I had like a really scary dream one time. It wasn't actually a dream, so I got some multiple story. I got multiple stories.
Okay.
So the first thing was sleep paralysis is a thing. You like
Mm-hmm.
hallucinate. I had sleep paralysis, so I leaned my head forward. I couldn't move, but I was leaning my head forward, looking out, and in the corner of my room there were two eyes staring at me from my closet. And then all of a sudden, the eyes like darted toward the side of my bed, and I wanted to like lean over and like look, but I couldn't. And I swear I felt like hands like crawling up the side of my bed.
That's so bad.
Yeah, no, it was really scary. But then eventually the sleep paralysis wore off. It was nothing. It was just a sleep paralysis demon.
yeah.
Okay, it was fine.
Just a goofy guy.
Everyday
Just checking
run
in
of the
on
milk
you.
demon.
Yeah, he was just making
Doing
sure I
his
was
daily
okay.
check-in.
He saw me came up. He's like, "Are you awake, bro?" He came up to
You alright?
check.
He's-
check
yeah,
it
he's
out.
Whoa.
Yeah, he
You-
was
you
checking
see
my
me?
pulse. Yeah, he was actually a very nice guy.
Yeah.
He checked my temperature. He got me some milk and cookies. And it was a great
Took you into
time.
bed.
Yeah, tucked me in.
What a nice guy. I wanna meet him.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have heard of the like creepypasta called the Rake or whatever.
I heard.
That's
I have
kind of
not.
like so the Rake is like it's like a skinwalker basically, where it's like it's kind of like Gollum, I guess. In a way, it's actually very much like Gollum, except they're naked. So get that image in your mind.
Ooh.
Anyways.
Ooh, it's there.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the Rake. It's very scary. I was thinking about like creepypastas, all the creepypastas that you have. I love looking at. They're so cool. Like obviously there's Slendy Man, and Jeff the Killer was a very popular one.
Jeff the Killer was very popular. I remember that.
Yes. Do you guys know that statue that was created, Momo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The creator of it destroyed it because he was so I don't think he was so scared of it. He just didn't want people to be so scared of it. It was such a creepy thing. You know.
It was
what I
like that challenge, you know, that
Uh-huh.
Momo challenge.
mean? Momo challenge, yeah.
Well, like it wasn't really actual real. Like it was like a challenge. Like I don't know.
I don't know.
It was like
That
it
was-
went fake viral. Like
Mhm.
someone was saying that it's been going viral, but it actually wasn't. It was like basically like it was like telling people to kill themselves or something.
Mhm.
Wait,
like-
no, it did go viral. Like,
Yeah.
it
Well,
was
it went-
on the news and
it
stuff.
went viral, but-
because someone said it went viral.
Yeah, like no one or like I think some people might have, but like it wasn't like thousands of people were like committing suicide because of it. It was like maybe like a couple people.
Mm.
And this guy like made
Blew
up
it
the
out of
whole
proportion.
virality of it.
Uh-huh.
So everyone's like, don't do this, but like it wasn't as big of
Yeah,
a
that
thing,
might,
which is
that
crazy.
might be one
Like
of the reasons why. Because it went so viral or whatever, I don't know.
it was like just a
It got
picture of the
destroyed.
statue,
It was just a picture. Mhm.
and then someone made up a fake trend about it, and then everyone's like, this trend is terrible, which it is, and like
Yeah.
I think it actually got bad, but it was like really crazy, like how huge it got.
The trends, man. The trends. Like, do you guys remember the Tide Pod challenge?
Oh my
how
goodness.
viral that was, man.
Yeah.
My
Oh
question
my
is,
word.
it's like,
I got some
Why?
in my dorm.
The things
Why?
people
Why?
will do for views, it's crazy.
the clout, man. People are
Yeah,
clout
people
hungry.
Yeah.
need that. I need that clout.
I need that clout, so I'm gonna eat this Tide Pod.
I need to be perceived on the internet.
Yes. Yeah. Hopefully one day I'll have some sort of. Guys, did you hear that Gabriel McCracken is going viral? He's going viral, guys.
He's going viral. This
Don't
is your
do it.
going viral point.
This is
this
the debut.
This is like
Yeah.
my big break. I'm finally
Hey,
making it. Into
Once
the
you're big,
leagues.
don't forget us.
I'm not gonna forget you guys. Don't worry. In fact, I'll mark my record. If I become like really rich or whatever, really rich and successful, I'll give you guys $1,000 and you can split that however you.
Oh, not each. We
Not
just
each. That $3,000 is cutting him a little
you'll
bit.
give
I mean,
$1,000
yeah.
to the
I don't know how
trifecta.
rich I'll be. But $1,000
Can you give
would
us
be.
$999.99 so it's like split evenly through it?
No.
Just
Give
one
us
of-
the
one of you
1,000.
guys, one
Yeah,
of you
give
guys
us
is gonna have to
1,000.
get an extra penny, and that extra penny is gonna like destroy. the
Or
relationship, you know what I mean?
or someone's just gonna get significantly less than the other two.
Yes.
We can fight
Oh,
for the
yeah,
death
like-
for it.
Oh yeah, like the first person that loses gets like $200.
Like you could
second
do a
place
Mr.
gets
Beast challenge
300
with
and
us.
first place gets 500. Yeah, I could be like, all right, last one standing gets the money. And like,
Have you heard about like how once he dies, he's gonna be like with all his friends, like last person to take their hand off my grave gets to keep my channel.
Yeah, I think I saw a clip of that.
That's-
Like if he just dies randomly.
That'd be funny.
that's like, I hope not, dude. How many subscribers does Mr. Beast
He's got
have
200
now?
million now.
That's insane.
Wow.
Is that the
He
most?
just hit it.
Is that the most out of anyone in?
I
in
think
that thing?
T-Series is like 250 now.
Ah.
But
yeah,
he's
He's
got
getting up there.
he's the most single person by far.
Yeah.
I think he's number 2 still.
But he's
Wow.
not a single person.
Yeah,
technically.
He has a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's his better half. Uh-huh.
No, like
Like a group.
like main or like
No,
main
he
person.
has a girlfriend.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
Have you heard
pretty
about
fun.
how he has like a checklist for like girls that he dates? He's like, if you meet the criteria, he'll look into you.
Wow,
date?
is that real?
Yeah, he
I don't
said on a
believe that.
podcast.
Oh my word.
Well, how long has he been dating his current girlfriend?
They've been together for a couple months now.
Yeah, for a while,
That's good.
maybe almost a year.
I was thinking a couple years.
Well,
he
I wonder
dated
what
that
the
one girl,
checklist is. You know
and
what
then
I
they
mean?
broke up, like the Valentine's Day
Like,
video.
What if
I
the
have no
like
idea.
is
Not
it like
together
brunettes?
anymore.
Oh yeah.
You have to be
brunettes,
this certain
blue
ethnicity.
hair. Yeah.
I got a favorite ethnicity.
He has a
Favorite race.
He has like a checklist.
Zach
I'm a little
Garcia's
biased.
photo.
I prefer myself.
What do you mean by
You
that?
prefer your
yourself.
own ethnicity?
Fair. Yeah, Zach asked this question, so it's not
I
out of left field.
No,
I-
I want it to be out of left field. Y'all got a
what
favorite
do I
ethnicity?
mean by I like myself?
Yeah, what do you mean
Yourself?
by that?
My-
What's your ethnicity?
Yeah,
I'm
Tate?
white. Is that
Oh,
an
okay.
ethnicity? I don't
I think
know what
that's
the
a race.
proper-
I think ethnicity is like
Caucasian,
no, that's like
European, American.
European.
I think
hope
ethnicity
not.
is like
Oh.
like you're
Hey.
American.
Oh,
Right? I think that's
I'm
right.
American.
I
I'm a
don't
white
know.
guy
Brother
from
doesn't even know the definition
I don't
of the
know.
question.
That's
I
why I'm
actually don't know.
asking
You're
you.
like
Yeah.
confusing me right now, bro.
Yeah,
here's
I
my
don't know what you're
answer.
saying anymore.
I'm a white guy from America.
And that's
are
what you
not,
like.
Dude.
That's
I
your
guess
favorite.
that's what I like.
You are not. Don't lie.
So
when are you gonna tell the
like
people
white guys
of
from
the podcast
America?
that's the like that Instagram post that isn't actually you?
That it's actually we're posting Juan and Nathan and some random guy.
And some random guy.
It's
Yeah.
not even me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll tell him after this, I guess. You
Okay,
exposed
yeah.
me.
Because
Sorry,
they
I didn't-
technically
Okay, I thought that you were gonna tell people eventually. I thought that you'd say, okay, well.
They
Anyways, I'm
technically-
sorry. I'm sorry.
well, like people who don't know us, like they don't know if those are our voices,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, they
Like,
don't.
They've never
they don't
heard
know.
us speak.
Like, what if Nathan is Juan? Juan is Nathan.
That's
Or
true.
what if I'm Tate?
Yeah. Or what if I'm Juan?
And what if I'm Gabriel McCracken? I'm
Yeah.
the guest today.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Gabriel McCracken?
Hey, Gabriel.
I'd
Hey,
say my
Tate.
favorite
Welcome to the
ethnicity are
podcast.
Hispanics.
So that's an ethnicity, Hispanic.
Yeah,
Okay. What is his ethnicity?
What's my ethnicity?
American.
American.
I'm pretty sure.
USA.
Like American.
Patriotic. Bald
Yeah, just
eagle.
American.
Okay.
Like y'all would be like y'all three. Y'all would be American.
Oh,
I mean,
we're
I
all
guess
American.
I'm also an American. Like an American Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
A Hispanic American?
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah.
don't know.
What's the
Does it
difference
matter?
between-
I don't
I don't
know.
think there's a difference.
Yeah.
But I think that's a little biased. I mean,
That's by.
yeah.
Well, Tate said that his favorite is his.
His-
Yeah.
so-
himself.
I feel like everyone's biased towards
What about your
themselves.
race? I think I have a favorite race that isn't like
That isn't you.
that isn't me.
I do not think we should be saying that, Juan.
What's so bad about it? What's so bad about talking about race? Like actually.
Well, okay, but you're saying,
Can you bleep out
hey
my
guys,
next
I
word?
have a favorite race.
that's
just
not
public-
That's not saying he hates every other
yeah,
race.
it's not
I
being
know,
like,
it's
oh,
just-
I hate people because of their race. It's like, no, I'm just saying I have a favorite race.
Like all
It's-
the
it's
races
not a
are
good
at the
place
top of my race
Thing to
list.
say.
So I guess it's not really a
tier list. You have the tier list, and you're
It's like the S, A,
that boom,
G,
boom,
and like
boom.
the bottom 3 tiers are empty, and so you've got like just the top tier.
Well, even like you have like bottom 3 are empty, so you have S and A. So now it's
Wait,
like,
how many
which
tiers
ones
are in
do
the
you
tier
really
list?
like? Which ones do you like?
I
There's
think
like
your
a
tier
lot.
list
It's
can
like
be as
S, A, B, C.
I was only thinking there's
F.
4
C, G,
tiers,
E.
so the bottom.
There's a lot.
So there's 1 tier left.
You can also have E in there. F is
Yeah,
the worst.
Ian. Ian is my
It's
favorite.
it's
Yes.
usually like the
Ian is
letter
your
grade,
favorite?
Ian?
like in classes, but then S.
Yeah. Can you bleep
Good
out my
name,
next
Aaron.
word really fast?
What?
Can you bleep out my next word?
What's your
Yeah.
next word?
Balls.
I'm not bleeping that out.
Dang it! You're gonna get me doxxed.
Anyways, I'm changing topics real quick.
Okay.
Today in band, you know
what did y'all
how-
do in band, by the way?
what?
Not much.
We
We went outside for 5 minutes and went
Yeah.
back in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
stupid.
like we're going
Yeah.
outside. Wait, hold on.
It's raining.
Go back in.
It was like lightly
So-
Yeah.
sprinkling.
So we were working on memorization, and Dr. Harbaugh was like, Aaron finger this part, because that's what he says. And
Yeah, he says it.
Oscar told us that there's a trumpet named
Yes.
Aaron.
Yes.
And so every time they say Aaron finger,
all the
all the
trumpets turns
trumpets
over. They're like
turn to
Aaron
Aaron.
Finger. It's so. It's
And
every
so-
time they say it, I look over, and every time they're all staring at him. It's so funny.
And so the whole rehearsal, every time he said that, I would just look over and see it happen and start laughing.
Yes,
Is it
that's the
that?
same way.
Is it that super tall dude with the?
He's got
long
like a
hair?
beard and long hair. Yeah.
Usually
have
wears it
no
in like
idea.
in a bun.
Yes.
Okay.
That's him.
Yeah, I know it.
Mhm.
That's
I've-
Aaron.
I've talked to him, but I don't think he knows who I am.
Yeah.
So I know him. He just doesn't know
He's
me.
in front.
Shout out Aaron.
Yeah, shout out to Aaron. Aaron Fingers. Yeah, I know
Mr.
he's
Finger
in my
himself.
club, so I know him pretty
Your
well.
club?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a cool dude.
Frauder.
Frauder
Frauder
Sedalis.
Shout out
Sedalis.
Frauder
You know,
Sedalis.
my cousin was in
Your cousin.
What race is he?
All
He's also white.
right,
Oh, okay.
that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that he was in.
That he's
Frauder
white?
Sedalis. No, that he's in Frauder Sedalis. Sorry, I gotta
He
be
was.
clear. I don't want to get canceled.
He was the guy that directed the Whataburger one.
Oh, I know what that guy looks like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Andrew
that's-
Boone.
That
Shout
was-
out
that
Andrew
was Nathan's
Boone.
cousin.
Yes. Freaking. I always see your dad like walking around my neighborhood or like running.
Mhm.
Yeah. You guys live fairly far. I thought. Do you see like drive and then walk around?
He
across the Gili.
across the Gili.
So he walks specifically.
across.
So like
He
that's
goes
his
to your
favorite
house.
Spot. Yeah, he
Yeah.
likes my neighborhood in particular. He's
Because he used to live over
scoping
there,
the scene,
like
you know what I
when he
mean?
grew up.
He's wandering.
So he like walks around his old neighborhood. You know?
Mhm.
He grew up in Abilene?
Yeah,
I didn't know
That's
that.
so cute.
born and raised.
Born and raised, dude.
And raising.
You were born and raised.
Just like
I
me.
was born in Dallas, but
Aw,
I moved back here
dude.
in like
The old
when I was
football
3.
trip, yeah.
the old football trip.
Yeah, your family, you went to a football game and
You were born.
you were born.
Tell us
The,
that story, Nathan.
The football souls?
Well, once I was born.
Just once? Once you were born?
Yeah, only once. I'm a one-borner type of guy.
That's like, I think that's actually King of the Hill. I think Hank Hill was born, not in Texas. He was born, that's like something that he has to deal with. I'm pretty sure he was born in like
That's part of his
Utah
lore
or
and
something stupid like that.
Utah.
Shout out to all my Utah people out there. I hate you. No,
Yeah.
sorry. Just kidding. No, I was born in Georgia. I have to live with that fact every day. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I was born in Sugar Land, Texas.
Sugarland.
Abilene,
Dude,
Texas,
no wonder
baby.
you're so sweet. Am I right? Come
Oh.
on.
Sweetie.
Yeah, no, it's pretty great. But yeah.
You were born in Abilene, Juan?
I was
Born
That's
and
good.
raised?
born and raised.
That's pretty
Maybe we'll see if I'm raising in Abilene. We'll see. Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, all my family's here, so it would make sense for me to kind of settle
Stick
here.
around.
But part of me don't want to. You know,
Yeah.
want to go do other things.
Yeah.
Like
I've-
Dallas? Did you enjoy the Dallas traffic?
I did
Going
not.
round trip?
I did not like the Dallas traffic. Gabe, actually, when you were in Dallas,
Ugh.
we were also
we were
in Dallas.
also in Dallas.
Oh, that's
And
dude.
on Friday.
Maybe we saw each other. We didn't even know. You ever think
We
We
about
should've
were
that?
met
in
up.
like University Park area.
Mm.
So
I
downtown.
I was in Dallas. I saw this giant eyeball sculpture. It was really cool. But also like so first of all, I just want to say I don't really go traveling to big cities
Yeah.
that often. Whenever I was in this big city, I swear it was like everywhere I walked, like every time I walked over like a gutter or like I turned the corner, it smelled like piss, or it smelled like weed. Those were the two options, and there were no in between.
Wait, where was this at?
In Dallas.
Well, I mean, like what area?
Oh, it was downtown. It
Dallas.
was apparently it was a really sketch area. I was apparently
Yeah.
so I was walking around. I was being my normal goofy self, like, man, I love Dallas. You know what I mean? I was saying that, and the people that were walking with me, like, dude, you can't say that. You'll get shot. I was like, okay, well.
You like Dallas?
Yeah, apparently people from Dallas don't like Dallas.
Yeah,
So-
we went to like the nicer part of downtown Dallas.
Mhm.
Yeah, we went to the bougie mall.
We did.
It's crazy.
It's too
Yeah.
bougie. Too bougie.
I don't think
Very
I was in the.
expensive.
I was definitely not in the good place. Quote unquote good place. It's a
The
good.
TV
Good
show.
place.
That's a good
TV
show.
That's a great
That's a
show.
good show.
Haven't
yeah.
seen it.
It's
Oh,
so good.
Gabe, what's it called? When we were out of town, when we got there to our Airbnb, we were all like, "Oh, well, let's watch a movie."
What movie did you watch?
We watched, well, because we couldn't decide on anything. So, but Nathan had said that he wanted to watch a raunchy movie, and I was like,
What?
Hey.
I was kind of joking.
Bro.
"Oh, it seemed like you were pretty serious." So, and I was just like,
No,
"Okay."
I want to watch a raunchy movie.
No,
Guys,
I was
guys.
joking.
Nathan
most of the
needs
time.
to watch
Well,
a
Nathan,
raunchy movie.
well, you said it like multiple times. That's why, like, I thought you were like being serious. So then I put on a raunchy movie.
What was the raunchy movie?
I put on a
was
That's
it?
My Boy.
I was not
What's
prepared
My
for
Boy?
that.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
Adam
with Adam
Sandler
Sandler.
and
But what
Andy
is-
Samberg.
Oh my
so
gosh,
raunchy
dog.
movie, is that like what, like a lot of nudity or whatever? What
It's
is
just
that?
like very, I guess, just inappropriate.
Yeah.
Just a very inappropriate
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Very teenage boy humor.
Yeah. Or some teenage boy humor.
It was
Nathan
only-
Nathan did not like the movie.
It's
was not
about.
great.
I don't know
I was
if
in a
you've
bad
seen the
mood,
movie.
though.
It was about
Poor guy.
Yeah.
8th grader that gets his teacher pregnant,
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
then like 30 years later,
Holy
that
cow.
kid is now Adam Sandler, or like Adam Sandler's playing that kid.
That character.
kid that
Donnie
got
Burger.
Donnie Burger, who
That's his
named
Oh my
name?
gosh.
Yes.
who named his son Han Solo Burger, because he was in 8th grade when he got to name
Yeah.
the kid.
That's.
But,
wow, dude.
He now owes like the IRS $42,000 or something.
Yeah, it's like 40 grand just
Yeah.
because he thought it. he thought it just like automatically took out the taxes for you, so he hadn't like paid taxes in
Yeah.
like several years.
That's such a
That
better
is
way to do it.
crazy.
And so he goes.
Why
to,
doesn't it do
he
that?
goes to reunite
People
with his
wouldn't
son,
keep up
who
with
had
it.
moved out once he turned 18
Like, why
to get
doesn't
away
it
from
just
the burger
automatically
name.
go?
He
Be like a
he got a
computer
new
program.
name, and he's getting
Chill,
married.
man.
And then
Oh.
Adam Sandler is trying to be a good dad.
Come on, you sure you don't want to keep the name Burger? Come on. It's a good
So
name.
we didn't finish the movie, so I don't know what happened.
It's like-
the
it's like
ending
a
is- the ending is so
B-E-R
wholesome, like or kind, I guess,
G-E-R,
yeah,
burger.
wholesome for the kind
That's
of
It's like
movie
the
it
bad way to
was.
spell burger.
We gotta finish that movie.
That's
at
the
some
evil
point.
We
way
can
of
finish
spelling
it,
burger.
Tate.
I rated it 0.5 on Letterboxd.
You didn't even finish
I
it.
know.
Yeah.
That's
What'd you like write in like the description?
I was like, I do not like it. Andy Samberg was the best part.
I love Andy
That's funny.
Samberg, dude.
He's great.
What
so
about the
fun.
grandma? She was so funny.
Nah.
You'll have to watch the movie.
Yeah.
All you audio listeners out there, go watch That's My Boy if you're
Nah.
old
That's
enough.
My
If you're,
to
yeah,
watch.
I was gonna say,
It is an R-rated movie.
8th grade, bro.
R-rated
Wow.
movie. If you're into that kind of humor, go for
I'm
it.
so glad that was like, when you said raunchy movie, like, I was gonna get a little bit worried for a second. But I'm glad that it was only like, it was like only R-rated. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
What were
Not
you
something
thinking?
really
You're
bad.
thinking
I was
like
thinking
X-rated?
like, you go onto like cable television or whatever and you rent like one of those really bad things or whatever. I don't even know. I don't know, guys. I
Me
have no
neither.
experience with that. So, are you looking up raunchy movies to watch?
No, I'm gonna look up. That's my like the description for it,
Oh,
so we
okay.
can, the viewers can
Viewers know
like, so they can decide
it's
if they
worth-
want to like
Yeah.
watch it or not.
I think it's.
I tried to
probably
explain
worth-
it, but
Is it on Netflix or?
It's on
whatever?
Netflix.
It was
No,
on. It was on
it
Prime.
Okay, well, I can
Amazon
watch that.
Prime.
It
Did you guys
says.
see? Sorry, really quick side note. Did you
Go
see
for
that they're coming out with the new, or they're not coming out with it, but they're adding the
Oh,
new
yeah.
Spider-Man that just came out to Netflix
On
the
Halloween.
31st October, yeah, October
Like-
31st.
Like No Way Home.
No.
Oh,
or
into
not,
the
no, wait,
Spider.
Across
into-
the
into
Spider-Verse.
Across the
Oh.
Spider-Verse, yeah.
Whoa.
Isn't that awesome?
I'm gonna watch it all the
I
time.
watched it three times in theaters. Like I saw it
Really?
once, and I was like, that was not enough.
Have you heard about
Yeah.
like
I
the
think I also
differences
saw it 3
between
Yeah.
the theatrical
Yeah,
version
that's
and the
that's really cool. I didn't know about that.
And one of the differences is they put spoiler for all of you who haven't seen this.
Goku?
But at the end of the movie, when Miles
Goku.
meets the Prowler Miles, like he has longer braids in the Netflix version than the theatrical version.
Wow.
And that is just something they added, and it's like, I wonder why they did that.
Yeah, the
Just two
differences
different
aren't like pretty big. They're like just like a different like artwork of this one
Yeah.
scene, or kind of
Yeah.
like this one shot.
I was hoping that like they would go all out, like each universe and each different theatrical release was completely different. That would be
That would
so
be
cool.
so cool.
Obviously,
So much
that takes a
work.
really long time. It was
Yeah.
they already took a super long time coming
Mm-hmm.
out with it. Rightfully so. Honestly, it was a really great movie.
I know people, and then people are getting mad that like the second one's gonna take a long time to make, but it's like,
It's
bruh, y'all gotta deal with the fact that it's like this animation is not
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, it's not. I like that they're not cheaping out. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
talking about bad animation. Have you guys seen that new King Kong game that got released?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you said that to me.
It's
or something.
it's just disgusting. The fact that it came out in this year, and obviously, talk about like Gollum. That one was bad. That one's bad gameplay wise. This next one is bad at gameplay and just terrible graphics. It looks like something that came out in like
PS2.
yeah.
No way.
It's
Yes.
actually that bad,
All I have
and it's
heard
only a
about
3-hour long game.
all I've
Spider-Man
seen-
came out.
Like $40 for a 3-hour long game.
No way, really?
Yeah, look at
Yes,
that. Look at the
look-
screenshot.
That is so bad.
All you audio listeners, Nathan pulled up a picture of the King Kong game, and it does not look that good.
What were you gonna say, Tay? I didn't mean to interrupt.
Who knows?
I just pull up the description of the movie. Do you still have it?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I can
totally
wait. I
forgot.
kind of like interrupted you.
No, you're
for
good.
A second,
You're
but
good.
yeah.
It says, while still a teen himself, Donnie fathered a son, Todd, and raised him to a single parent. On Todd's 18th birthday, Donnie cut the youth loose. After years of estrangement, the older man shows up unexpectedly on the eve of his son's wedding day, sending the young man's life into a tailspin. Donnie wants desperately to reconnect with Todd, but he must now deal with the repercussions of the bad parenting he exhibited in the past.
Well, whenever he was an 8th grader.
Yeah, when he was
Yeah.
in 8th grade.
Dude, apparently
Go into the corner.
the game was only in development for a year.
It's so
Oh.
bad.
Or like less.
That's so cheap. They're
that's
cheap out,
Good
yeah.
progress for a year, but you
guess.
gotta
No, it's not.
you gotta work more than that if you want to make
It's
it.
It's
good.
only
not good
3 hours
progress for-
long.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's the
terrible.
thing is, like,
Oh.
the reason it's that long is because you need to play a game over 2 hours on Steam in order for you to not be able to refund it anymore. So that's the whole reason it's 3 hours long, so that way you can't refund it anymore. It's literally terrible, man. I'm tired of gaming companies releasing an unfinished product and then
Like Cyberpunk.
yeah, Cyberpunk is actually better now, I think.
Yeah.
More optimized, but they should have released it like that. They should have obviously they delayed it a little bit more. They were probably under pressure from the public because a lot of people wanted Cyberpunk to come out. But whenever it first came out, it was super unfinished, and unless you were playing it on the PS5, it really was hard for it to run well. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I'm tired of the and same thing with what was that one space game that had like 15 quintillion different planets
Oh,
that you could visit?
Starfall.
Starfield.
It was
Starfield.
something. That doesn't sound quite right. I forget.
I heard that it was great. Or it's been
Oh, was
great.
it No Man's Sky? Is that right?
Oh, maybe.
I don't
Hold
keep
on.
up with video games unless
Starfield?
it's
No,
Spider-Man.
it wasn't
Not
Starfield.
Starfield.
Try No Man's Sky. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's No Man's not No Man's Sky. Or wait, yes, No Man's Sky. It's No Man's Sky. That game, whenever it first came out, it was really boring. There was not a lot to do. Now there's like co-op. There's space battles that
That's
you can
sick.
have. It's so cool. They really fleshed it out and made it better. But whenever that first came out, it was not well received. You know what I mean? It was just kind of boring. Like after you played it for 5 hours or something like that, you've already played all of it. But now it's great.
But now.
Dude, I've heard people don't like the storyline to the new Spider-Man game.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard like most people really like it, like the Spider-Man.
Well,
game or
I guess
whatever.
I've heard like both sides. Like
Yeah, I've
where it's
heard
really
both.
good.
I played the first Spider-Man a while back, and it was so fun. I loved
That one
it.
came out in 2018.
Uh-huh.
That's
They
crazy.
already remastered it, bro. Spider-Man remastered. Why do you have to remaster a game?
That came out.
They came
What,
out
years?
2018.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's such a good game though.
It is a really good
You know,
game, but there's
I
no
never played
need
it.
for you to remaster
That's
a
true.
game that just came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they just added a whole bunch of DLCs. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Like was that the Miles Morales one?
That one
That
was
was a
that one.
DLC?
That one was just a game itself.
Miles
Okay.
Morales is
That was a really
the
good
second
one.
That one was also really good. I recently played through all of that. I got really good at the combat. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like super good. Not trying to brag. I
Yeah.
started playing on the ultimate difficulty, but I didn't finish
Dang.
it. But yeah, I beat the game. Then I did New Game Plus.
Nice.
Anyways, I'm really excited to start playing Spider-Man 2. You know what I mean?
I'm
I feel like
excited
that'd be
too.
super fun. But yeah, what are you guys thinking?
I don't know. Nathan was just looking.
Nathan was
Looking.
peering over.
Yeah, I was just like, it seemed like Nathan wanted to say something because he was like leaning forward. You know what I mean?
I was just leaning forward.
Oh,
Little
okay.
jump scare. Yeah.
Never mind.
All right.
How long do these episodes usually last?
About an hour.
Because I've
So-
got a class at 5.
Yeah.
So
So we're wrapping up now, I guess. Unless
okay.
y'all have any more things to share.
We can answer, or we can just like talk about one more thing from the.
What do you think of Zach's mom?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started.
Hey, turn that off.
Bro's watching memes.
Dude,
he's
Watching
recording.
memes in the middle of a
It's
podcast.
that time of the podcast where Nathan gets on Instagram and watches memes.
I was doing it because we wrote it down.
Yeah. Wait, watching.
Oh, the Desmond Benjamin.
Who the heck is Desmond Benjamin?
We can
bro?
talk about this.
Desmond Benjamin is
You-
such
you-
a.
you
I
talk
just
about
want to say
stuff.
that's a great name. He's got 2 first names for
Yeah.
his first and last name.
So basically, Nathan's gonna pull up the video, but there's this guy who goes around Target and he's like, talks to kids and he's not in a weird way, but he's like, don't talk in the mic and I'll buy you a toy, you know, those kind of things. And then they don't talk in the mic. He's like, all right, what do you want? And there's this kid that's been reoccurring. His name is Desmond Benjamin, and he's got
It's
magnets,
so
a
funny.
dump truck, a Ninja Turtle costume. He's got a lot of stuff from
What
this
is he
guy.
I found
thinking? Get the like mega Lego sets.
But
you know what I
then-
mean?
But then Desmond Benjamin really likes the Dolphins, the NFL team,
Yeah.
apparently. And so the guy was like, if we hit 1 million likes or whatever, I'll take it Desmond Benjamin to a Dolphins game. And they hit 1 million likes, and he took
sorry.
Desmond Benjamin, and I
Oh
guess
my
his
gosh.
dad or his mom. There was
Yeah.
someone like with them.
And the mom
So-
and dad are just chill with this random guy giving
Apparently.
his kids toys and taking
Yeah.
them
I mean, saves them money.
Yeah, he's
I
paying
would-
for all of it.
to.
At least
That is
in the
true.
video, that's what it looks like. He's paying for all of it. He's going whoop with his phone on the
Oh my
card
word.
reader. But that's Desmond
Yeah,
Benjamin.
here we
He's
go.
a little
Desmond
kid.
Benjamin.
Talk in this mic.
Oh.
Follow me. Talk in this mic.
Wait, sorry.
Talk in this mic, and I'll buy you whatever you want. What's your name?
Desmond Benjamin.
All right, so you're not supposed to talk in the mic. So I'll give you one more try. Don't talk in this mic. I'll buy you whatever you want. What's your name? How old are you?
Here, look, and these are the comments.
Don't talk in this mic, and I'll buy you whatever
Desmond
you want.
Benjamin, you know.
Desmond Benjamin.
All right, so you're
Oh,
not supposed to talk
man.
in the mic. So I'll give you one more.
That's awesome.
Follow me on
He's
TikTok.
a,
I'll buy you whatever you want.
he's
You follow me?
a funny guy.
Yeah, this is the whole thing.
For all you audio listeners, the
That's-
comments are filled with "I am Desmond Benjamin" and a bunch of emojis.
That's amazing.
Here. I found a good one.
I
Shout
love
out-
Desmond Benjamin.
Shout
He's
out
awesome.
Desmond Benjamin and this guy's Instagram or TikTok, whatever it's on.
Talk in this mic, and I'll buy you whatever you want. What's your name?
Desmond Benjamin.
Yes. He's awesome.
He's in an edit.
All
Oh
right.
my gosh.
Well, I guess that'll do it for us.
You still watching Desmond Benjamin?
I have like so much because I was like, this is so funny. I'm gonna talk about it on the
boy.
podcast.
Anything else?
I don't think
Go look
so.
up
Thank,
Desmond
thank you for
Benjamin.
having me on the podcast.
Of course, Gabe.
gentlemen.
Everyone give a round of applause for
Yeah.
our first guest,
Thank you,
Gabriel
guys. Thank you so
McCracken.
much. You're peaking the audio a little bit.
Yeah,
but
sorry
it's
if that was
alright.
loud, guys.
It's because Nathan was doing like the loud clap.
Yeah, right next to the
Stop.
microphone.
That was sad. I took what's it called? That one class, Media Maker. I took Media Maker
Yeah.
in the summer. And he was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, don't peak the audio. You always want it to be level." Or something like
Oh.
that, so
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, you're telling me. Who? Well,
That's
That's
all.
it.
that's
the
our
podcast.
podcast.